The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good morning. It's 10:45 and I had their breakfast, and I don't know if I've mentioned this, but they have a really good, fresh, delicious breakfast, and it's probably because they have so many guests and it's like a restaurant in the back of the building. And this place is, I know I've mentioned it. I like this place. I do like this place. They have fresh apples and they have all kinds of vegetarian options, and it is just really refreshing. Okay. So one of the things that's happening, and I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell. I could tell now. I could tell a lot of things. But one of the things that's happening is the spirit is trying to, I can't believe I'm going to say this. This sounds stupid. The spirit is trying to broaden my horizons. But for real though, like, leaving America, yes, it is gonna get dangerous there. But also, I mean, this is my own personal opinion. I thought it was dangerous before. I mean, in the news, how often do you hear about police murdering people and just, what do they get? They get a paid vacation. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, oh, like, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And the people, the teachers, can't even afford to eat. And I can tell you all this terrible stuff about America. But honestly, that's just the way it was. That's just the way it was. And you had to work 2, sometimes 3 jobs just to be able to pay all the bills. I mean, I was, a platform engineer. But before that, I wasn't. Remember, I worked at a coffee shop? Yeah. And I worked at grocery stores, and I worked at restaurants, and I've done the whole customer service spectrum. You meet a whole lot of interesting people that way. And that, in essence, is a way to broaden your horizons if you think about it, right? Because the people you meet, you're going to get a whole spectrum. Oh, a whole spectrum of different people that came from different places, right? That see things differently. And that, every time you talk to someone, every time you try to understand why they specifically say and do what they do, not always trying to reflect it through yourself. Like, oh, they're doing that because I do that. What? No, not everybody is like you. But the more you try to understand other people, the broader your horizon gets. Oh, how does it just pick those words? I don't even know. Anyways. So that's one of the things Spirit has done, and leaving that country and now going through a bunch of different countries and understanding how they're set up and how their people work and how their authority works, and the different rules and the different regulations and the way things work out and everything, right? Has broadened my horizons even more. Now, when I see a cop, I don't automatically think I'm going to get a weapon in my face. I don't. Because no cop in Europe has pulled a weapon on me. No cop has pulled a weapon on me. That's a thing that can happen. And I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. So, it's still broadening my horizons. It's still giving me an upgrade to my mentality, right? My mental picture. It's showing me more than just what I came from. I'm getting emotional because I was really thinking the whole world is full of shit. And it turns out it's not. But I also am now aware that I don't quite blend in with these people. Like, some of them do not like to make eye contact, and that is a thing I am learning. And I'm sorry, because I am offending some of you. And, I just trying to. There's a saying, when you're in Rome, do like the Romans do. That is mostly taken out of context, just so you know. Rome was the empire. That is for you guys when you visit the US. When you get to the US, try to blend in with those sick fucks. Otherwise, everyone's going to take advantage of you and know you're just a small country mouse. And that's the big fucking city. That's the big fucking city that eats little country mice. So, that saying is really for you guys. When I come here, I'm not doing as the Romans do. I'm doing as the Galatians do. It's true. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know how far east I can go because I'm already starting to stick out like a sore thumb. And I really can't be drawing attention to myself. And I know that sounds silly, because this mouth never shut the fuck up. But it is starting to transition more into like visions, and that is very helpful. So I'm just having a whole mentality expansion. And if you think it looks like I'm just being tortured, that's not the case. The first 3 seasons, I was just doing the fucking thing. It's the only way to grow this fucking mentality. And it's rough sometimes, but you live through it. You always live through it. Okay. Have a good evening.